Okay, now we're going to find the surface area of a cylinder, which is what we call a can. All right, so this is just a can, just like a regular can of beans or a can of corn. Okay, now, again, we're finding surface area. We're just figuring out how much material is needed to cover the can or how much material is needed to make the can. Okay, now, the surface area is the formula 2 times pi times r squared plus 2 pi r h. Well, we can see that there is a circle at the top and the circle at the bottom, which means that this part will be those two pieces for the area, okay? And then the 2 pi r-h, let me show you what that is. The 2 pi r-h, where the top and bottom are the circles, that's the pi r squared times 2. So that's where we get the 2 pi r squared. And then for the side of the can, if you cut that can, the top part is what went around the circle of the circle of the top of the can. So the 2 pi r is the circumference of that circle. And then the height is obviously the height of the can. So to find the area of the middle part of the can, it's really just a rectangle, which is 2 pi r times h. So that's where the formula comes from. So let's do an example. So here we have an example. And we have the top is given to us as not the radius, but this is the diameter. So that is the diameter of the circle that's on the top. So we're going to need the radius. Okay, so what would the radius be? Well, the radius is just half of what the diameter is. So the radius is 12 divided by 2, which equals 6. So that's our radius. So we're going to be using 6 for our radius. Okay, now the height is 10. So we have everything we need, and all we have to do is use our formula. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to fill it in. So the surface area is going to be 2 times pi times 6 squared, and put your 6 in parentheses because that's going to be squared, plus 2 pi 6 times 10. And ladies and gentlemen, if you put that into your calculator, or if we don't even put that into our calculator, let's keep it in terms of pi, okay? So 6 times 6 is 36, times 2 is 72. So this is going to give us 72 pi plus 6 times 10 is 60, times 2 is 120, plus 120 pi. Okay? So if we add that together, we can see that we have 192 pi for our final answer. And that is going to be centimeters squared. And ladies and gentlemen, good jobby.